Y'all folks need to stop whining about the Electoral College. You know, I don't love the Electoral College, but it's not that bad, folks. It's really not. But beyond that, I think it serves as a distraction from the real issues that we should be talking about when it comes to the Democratic Party. So my surface level critique of the Electoral College hate is that just because Republicans happen to be advantaged by it now doesn't mean that it's a universal law of nature or that they'll be continued to be advantaged by it in the future. Demographics change all the time and political sentiments change just as often. All it would take is for a state like Texas or Florida to flip blue, and that's not necessarily out of the realm of possibility, in order for Republicans to be on the back foot for a very long time. For liberals, I think railing against the Electoral College serves a very specific purpose. It serves as a scapegoat for why they aren't being electorally successful. You know, there's famously nothing the Democrats could have done in 2016 to stop the city. You know, it was just a victim of circumstance. It also folds into a larger discourse around so-called deplorables. I mean, do you really think that people in Middle America, the Midwest, or the Deep South are, you know, fundamentally evil on some kind of like, you know, Mordor level? No, I don't think so. I think it obviously has to do more with the material conditions there. A real positive agenda and the true consent of the people, I think, can cut through any political system and any culture war baggage. You know, in 1980, Reagan won the Electoral College by 489 to 49 and had a margin of 10 million in the popular vote. In the 1940s, FDR had approval of 80% and ran up the score so high on the Republicans that they were forced to put in term limits. You know, maybe I'm too much of an optimist, maybe I'm too crazy of a lefty, but I do think that a real progressive Bernie-style agenda could give us the majorities that we saw in the 1940s for the Democratic Party in that FDR era. But beyond the purpose that it serves for liberal intelligentsia, I also think that the college is also defensible on more intellectual grounds, on more political theory grounds. You know, the reason why the Electoral College exists is that the American political system values place as much as it values people. America is a federated republic, and states within that have a collective interest that goes beyond just the individual ideological makeup of their constituents. Those interests deserve to be represented by 2 votes in the Senate and accordingly in the Electoral College. And this isn't just some abstract political theory nonsense. I mean, it has practical implications as well. The way that funding, that public works funding is doled out in America is basically on a state-by-state basis, you know, because just because a bridge is built in Ohio doesn't mean that people in Idaho are necessarily going to care about it. So a good senator can really make the difference in this regard, and they can get some of their constituents some of that money that is floating around in the federal government and also address the unique needs of their state. Now, you know what else makes a difference? Watching more of my videos. Go ahead and check out this video on why everything you know about the minimum wage is a lie.